Maserati had set an ambitious goal back in 2018 to sell 100,000 cars annually by 2022. However, the actual figure for 2022 fell far short, reaching only 23,400 cars. Despite previous letdowns, there is optimism for a change this time. The introduction of the mid-engined MC20 has improved the brand's appeal among younger buyers, and Maserati has ventured into the highly competitive market segment with the Grecale compact SUV. Before we get started, be sure you are subscribed. So, what exactly is the Grecale? The Grecale is essentially positioned as a competitor to the Porsche Macan. While it may not deliver the same sleekness as a Macan, the Grecale, built on the same platform as the Alfa Romeo Stelvio, offers some notable technical and luxury enhancements, including mild hybrid technology and a combination of electric and conventional turbocharging. On paper, this sounds intriguing, but does it live up to the promise? We've taken the opportunity to find out. The Grecale lineup features various versions, all incorporating all-wheel drive and traditional combustion engines. An electric four-bore variant is also set to join the lineup to compete with the Macan EV. The attention at the international launch was primarily focused on the 523 horsepower V6 Trofeo, priced at £99,700, but most buyers are expected to opt for the less powerful models. The other two models are equipped with a mild hybrid 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine, producing either 296 horsepower in the entry-level GT or 326 horsepower in the Medina. The Medina comes with adaptive dampers, larger 20-inch wheels, black chrome accents, and a limited slip differential. Our test vehicle was the entry-level GT with optional 20-inch wheels. Now, let's talk about the exterior and interior. At first glance, the Grecale may appear somewhat dated and ostentatious, although this perception might be influenced by our specific car's configuration. Featuring Bianco Astro paint and bright chrome elements, the Medina and Trofeo versions present a more appealing aesthetic, at least in pictures. While it may not possess the sleekness of a Porsche Macan, the Grecale boasts a Gran Turismo-style grille and the classic triple Maserati vents on the front fenders. The Grecale shares its platform with the Alfa Romeo Stelvio but surpasses it in several ways. Notably, the interior feels more modern with its triple-screen setup and improved materials. However, there are some drawbacks, such as an excessive reliance on touchscreens for controls, somewhat cheap switches on the steering wheel, and limited seat adjustment options. The gearshift selector also lacks excitement, although the aluminum shift paddles attempt to compensate for this. Where the Grecale truly shines is in terms of space. The extended wheelbase, compared to the Stelvio, significantly enhances rear seat and cargo space. In fact, the Grecale's wheelbase exceeds that of a Porsche Cayenne, making it remarkably spacious for its class. Now, let's discuss performance. We tested the four-cylinder version of the Grecale, and initial impressions may not overwhelm you. The direct injection engine emits a refined diesel-like sound, which might not be what you'd expect from a Maserati. However, as you get moving, things improve. Thanks to the solid torque output of 332 lb-ft available between 2,000 and 4,000 rpm, even the entry-level Grecale feels muscular in the mid-range and can accelerate well despite its weight. Maserati claims the 0 to 62 miles per hour time of 5.6 seconds for the GT, but during informal testing, we managed to clock 5.1 seconds for the 0 to 62 miles per hour sprint and 13.3 seconds to 100 miles per hour. Some turbo lag persists, despite the mild hybrid system's efforts to mitigate it. And the 48-volt starter generator doesn't allow for significant electric-only driving. In terms of fuel efficiency, it's not a miracle worker, with the best observed figure being 28.3 miles per gallon UK on a highway cruise. However, the mild hybrid system does have its advantages, with the battery and DC converter positioned near the rear axle, improving weight distribution. Combined with an engine placed mostly behind the front axle line, the Grecale offers a balanced and eager handling experience. While the higher-tier Grecales with adaptive dampers, more power, and limited slip differentials may be even more fun, the base model still exhibits a natural balance, allowing for confident cornering. However, there's room for improvement in terms of steering weight and brake feel, as they fall short of the Porsche standard. On the plus side, the ride comfort is worth praising, even with standard passive dampers and 20-inch wheels. It's notably smoother than some other vehicles with similar setups. In terms of pricing and competition, the Grecale starts at £61,570 in the UK. In the US, it competes with the base and S variants of the Porsche Macan, as well as other alternatives like the BMW X3 M40i. While the Porsche may be smaller, it offers strong competition due to its pricing. In the US, the Grecale GT is positioned between the base Macan and Macan S in terms of cost, making it a compelling option. Be sure you are subscribed for daily car videos. Ultimately, the decision between the Grecale and its competitors comes down to personal preference and priorities.